Hello everybody and welcome to another cleaning video. If you caught part 1 of my whole house deep clean, then welcome back to part 2 of this whole house deep clean series. Now in part 1, you found me cleaning mostly my kitchen and a few areas downstairs, and now today we are going to be tackling the upstairs of my home. So our house is laid out a little weird, and the upstairs is actually all kind of like the master. It is a loft type situation, but it's not really a loft. It just kind of feels like that, so I call it that. Anywho's, we are going to be cleaning the master bedroom today. And like the kitchen, this was another project that I kind of expected to maybe take half the day, and I had planned to get my daughter's room done as well on this day, but the upstairs ended up taking me the entire day and actually went well into the evening. I was exhausted by the end of this, but without further ado, let's jump on into it here, and we are going to start by just changing out my sheets. I wanted to get these old sheets off and in the washer right away, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to cleaning the rest of this room. All right, you guys, so like I said, we were just taking the sheets off the bed here. I got all those taken off, and I'm also going to be taking off all the pillow covers of all our decorative pillows, giving those a wash, and then I'm going to go ahead and get any laundry put away here. I'd kind of been setting laundry up here all day that needed to be put away, and then I also had a bunch of blankets and stuff that were laying on the chair behind me there that needed to be put away, so I wanted to get all that cleaned off. I just had a bunch of random stuff that really needed to be put away into our closets. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of that picked up and out of the way before we get into some of the deeper cleaning here. And just going ahead and getting some dusting done here. I'm kind of working in random order. I usually try and work like top of the room to bottom, but I kind of was all over the place here today. So I started dusting this. I'm not even sure why. And then I went ahead and dusted my ceiling fan. This ceiling fan is honestly broken and does not work, but it still collects dust. So we're going to go ahead and get that cleaned off because I was going to vacuum the bed and all that later on. So I wanted to start by getting the dusting up top done. So when I vacuumed the bed, I was removing that dust. And I'm also going to be removing all of the curtains today and getting those washed because they get so dusty, so full of animal hair. So we have these curtains in here because we don't have doors going to the closets. They're actually bedrooms, and they're just kind of smaller shaped doorways, and the previous owner never had doors on them. I don't really know what the deal was there, what they were using these rooms for, but we never put doors on them either because we use these two rooms as our closets, and then this main area that you walk up to we use as actually our bedroom, which I think is kind of what gives it that lofty type feel. But anyways, there are lots of curtains, and like I said, they do get dusty, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all those down today, and I'm gonna get them washed as well, and then we are going to work on getting the walls dusted and vacuuming down some cobwebs. All right, now just doing a really good vacuum of this room. So one thing I don't like about having a small home is I find it just so awkward to get like a really good vacuum done because anywhere I move all this furniture, like I just feel like I can't move the furniture, that it's completely out of the way, that I can vacuum a section of the floor. Like there's always a section I'm missing because the room is not big enough to just like get the furniture out of the way. But I'm trying my best and going in here with my little brush tool to get like the corners and get the baseboards and get all of that because we do have pets. There gets to be dog and cat hair all over this house, you guys. Honestly, it drives me nuts, but you know, they're worth it. I love my animals so much, but definitely need a good vacuum up here. I mean, I vacuum up here weekly, but to give this a good vacuum, I have not done it in a while. So it definitely is overdue for a really good vacuum. So that is what I'm going to try and do today. I'm vacuuming all of the cobwebs down. I'm vacuuming the corners. I'm vacuuming the baseboards, and then we're going to try and move the bed and vacuum under that as well as best as we can. All right, so now we're pulling out my Bissell Turbo Wash little cleaner here. I love it. I was gonna get the little green machine, but then this one was on sale and it was a bit more expensive than the little green machine, but it being on sale, it was around the same price. So I went ahead and got this around Christmas time last year, and I do love it. I will say that it can hold, so you can put hot water in it. It doesn't warm up the water to make it like a steam cleaner, but it keeps your really hot water in the container very hot. So I do like that. And it works well for what I need it for, because I don't have a lot of fabric in my home. I mean, like, that can't be washed in the washer. But this headboard's definitely one of them. This again gets so dusty. My cats love to sit on top of this headboard and look out of the window, and it gets full of cat hair, so I have to vacuum this off often, but I've been also trying to make a habit of cleaning it a bit more often since I got this cleaner here, the Bissell Turbo Clean. So that is what I'm going ahead to do. I'm going to get this baseboard cleaned. I'm actually going to clean the entire bed today. I'm going to do like the frame as well. Usually I just concentrate on the headboard, but where we're doing a deeper clean today, we are going to do the whole frame. And then you're going to see me trying to get a stain out of our bedside table. It's actually on my husband's side. So we are going to go ahead and try and get that old stain out. I have no idea what it is. It honestly looks like my daughter might have spilled milk in here or something, but I've been meaning to clean it for a while because I had cleaned it up and cleaned up the spill, but it left a bit of a stain and I just had not got around to getting that out of there. So we're going to work on that today as well.
Forever,
So as you can see, this is the stain I was speaking of. I think my daughter spilled milk, and when I had cleaned it up, it looked clean, but then when it fully dried, it had like a little bit of a film. So I knew I needed to come back through here with the spot clean and try and get it cleaned out. As you can also see, it didn't want to come clean. It was being a little bit stubborn and definitely took a lot of muscle. So I had to go in there with some spray Lysol, and I just scrubbed really, really hard and then went back over it with the spot cleaner, and it did come out eventually, but it definitely took some work to get this spot cleaned up. All right, now we're jumping on into my closet here. So as I mentioned earlier about the curtains being the doors and all that, there's kind of two rooms off of this little room that you walk into when you first come up the stairs here. And they are big enough to be bedrooms, but we moved in here before we had kids and we just use them as closets. And then we have my daughter in another room in the house, but one day I would love to switch it around that she is up here. It would give us a playroom, give us a second living room or like a den situation. And I just think it would open up a lot of the small space issues we are having in this small home right now. But that is for another video.
Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. Water's getting deep now, water's getting deep now. Follow me around, yeah. Can you let me down? Please don't let me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, let me down. Can you let me down? Please don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. Water's getting deep now, water's getting deep now. Follow me around.
I'm also just trying to vacuum out my drawers as I go here and tidy up. It was the one thing I did want to get done today because they just get full of animal hair and dust. So I'm not doing a crazy job going in and organizing the clothes within the drawers, but I am taking stuff out, kind of moving it around so that I can get a little vacuum done of these drawers here and get them cleaned out a little. Trying to focus on like the walls and the dusting and all of that today, and then we'll organize it another day.
Please don't let me down. Yeah.
All right, and then just taking a little break running downstairs here. I needed to get another drink, and I also needed to switch this laundry around. I had so many curtains being washed today, plus all my sheets and any extra like throw pillows, blankets I had. So I was trying to keep the laundry going the whole time I was working on this upstairs and just hoping to have it all done for bedtime tonight. All right, so now that we have everything dusted, vacuumed, cleaned, we have all of our sheets in the wash, we have our curtains down being washed, we are going to move on to the final steps, which is going to be washing down these walls. Now, I'm sure you see me washing the walls down if you watched my part 1 of this whole house deep clean. That was a huge focus of mine during this deep clean, was the walls. I think it makes such a difference. I think it makes the home smell amazing. I think afterwards and as you're doing it, you can see like, holy cow, my walls were dirty and I didn't even realize it. I just think it makes such a big difference when doing a deep clean. And as I mentioned before in my previous video, I have a little bit of a lazy hack, which is just to use these spin mops. They have heads that come off so you can change out the mop head, and I keep one specifically for doing the walls so it doesn't get dirty from the floors, but it just makes it so easy to go along and get everything wiped down, all the walls clean. So that's what I'm gonna do all through this upstairs, as well as my closet and my husband's closet as well. Again, not going to show that. Okay, you guys, we are coming back upstairs, and as you can see from out the window, it is much later in the night, so I needed to take a little break. This took me all day. I did not think that it would. I always underestimate how long a project's gonna take, but it took me all day to get this room, this whole upstairs deep cleaned, but it was so worth it. I had the best sleep that night in this clean room. But it is much later in the evening, and my laundry was just now getting done, and I'm just now getting my second wind to go around and make the bed and get all these curtains put up. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the bed made. We're gonna go ahead, hang up all these curtains, and then we are going to call it a night and get ready to sleep in our freshly cleaned bedroom. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming back to watch one of my cleaning videos. If you caught part 1, I'm so glad you came back and caught part 2, and I would love to catch you in part 3. I'm hoping to release part 3 next week, get that posted, and it is going to be my porch, mudroom, like entryway, and just some other, as well as my daughter's room actually, and then some other areas in the home that I just could not get done in these first couple days, or that I couldn't fit in to part 1 and part 2. So I would love to see you back for part 3 so we can wrap up this whole house clean with me. Thank you so much for coming to watch my video today. I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye, lovelies.